Wheat, Part 3. I'm John.
Hi, I'm Kaya.
Southside Sippers here. Sorry, couldn't think of anything.
Trying to come up with something clever.
Couldn't think of it. Sorry.
It's our third round of the Weeded series. Getting a double blind, other than we know that we're not drinking what were in the last two rounds. Round 2 is really a little underwhelming, so we're kind of holding out for a better round 3. If you have not caught the first 2 rounds, check them out. We've got a couple more rounds, and then we'll head to the finale. So,
yeah.
We added a bottle to this lineup. A viewer requested that we add the Weller Foolproof. So, could be in this lineup here. We'll see.
We will see.
We busted that open the other night. It's been a hot minute that we've had it.
Yeah, he brought that he brought it over for us to sample it, and
I couldn't get enough. He made the mistake of asking me if I wanted a second pour. I thought this one was going to hit the floor. Like, yes, I do. Thank you very much.
Like, we have a bottle. Why are you taking that?
This one was right here, and he was offering.
Whatever.
We'll pay him back. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. Thanks, Glenn. Oh man, A looks.
I know. I'm trying not to look at color because I get.
Well, I'm not looking at the bottles. I'm just looking at these. A and E look different. Maybe it's just me. So. Yeah.
You want to start with A, move on down?
You know what? I was gonna let you figure that out.
Let's do that.
A.
Yep.
We're going A.
Ooh, that smells nice. Have you got your smell back yet?
Ooh, that
all
smells
the way?
caramely.
Oh, good for you.
Caramel.
They smell like caramel.
It's hit and miss. It's coming and going, but
yeah?
I can smell now. Last night I got home and I could not.
Oh, that is super good. That is all caramel and brown sugar up front, and it's got a little heat.
I've not had anything, so that's. Ooh.
I had a little sip of something before we started. I'm glad I did. This is nice. It's probably a little higher proof.
It tastes hot. It's got a good flavor though.
It's got a nice aftertaste, but it's one you'd have to sip slow because it's a little grabby to the back of the tongue.
That's what the heck.
What?
He took my pen.
Oh, do we need to share?
Yes,
I'll share
please.
with you. I like that. What do you think? Too hot?
No, that's good. It's got some heat coming down with it's a nice hug.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I said, I feel like it's caramel.
Yeah. I would agree with the caramel.
Maybe a hint of vanilla, maybe.
Oh.
Just for the extra I don't know, that brings that caramel in, gives you a nice it's great mouthfeel.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm a fan. Cheerio.
All right.
Oh, I guess I should clean that palate.
Coming out of the gate, pretty good. Better than the last round.
Yeah.
This one smells more like, B smells more like a traditional bourbon on the nose.
So Kai told me before we started this that she went back to the, if you caught our face off, if you didn't, it's up here.
The sherry finish.
Whatever. In one of the corners. She went back to her rabbit hole and it wasn't as funky as it was. So that's pretty kind of surprising.
Well, I mean, I think sometimes your palate's just a little off. I think my palate was maybe off last night or the last recording. It still had a very strong sherry forward taste, but I think the difference is too when you try some of these blind, you don't really know what it is. You're not sure what to expect. And I went in knowing this was a sherry finish and I would get the sherry notes out of it and I could kind of piece that together in my brain. And I think that makes a difference too. I'm not giving up on my rabbit hole cast strength sherry finish Derringer.
This tastes very light.
Yeah, this was underwhelming. I literally wrote soaked oak. I used your words for my notes.
I'm trying to put my finger on what this is. Well, I don't feel like it's super oaky, but it's very like it's very watery.
I think you're right. It's probably low proof. I mean, that A probably did not do us any service to whatever B is, because I feel like this is a higher proof, and you're moving down to one that's quite a bit lower.
But I feel like there's a flavor note that's like trying to get out. I just
Maybe
can't.
if we go back to be able to pull it out,
I just can't.
like a fruit note or a baking note. I'm not getting any leather or smoke. Marshmallow?
I don't know. Sorry, I'm no help. I feel like there's like maybe a hint of like a vanilla caramelish note there, like more vanilla, less caramel. So just the opposite of A, that's like trying to get out, but it's just very like mellowed and watery. But that note is trying to get out. That's I could be way off, but that's kind of how my brain's working.
That's all your near palate is tonight. To me, it tastes like watered down oaky water, like tea, It's been sitting in an oak barrel.
Oh, can I use that pen real quick?
Yes, you may. You asked so nicely. Ooh, C's interesting on the nose. I'm moving on. I'm not waiting.
Well, I want to write these down now.
There's something fruity on the nose for this.
Ooh, fruity tooty.
Fruit. Almost like a...
I don't smell anything.
No, you don't smell anything fruity?
Well, maybe some Fruity Pebbles.
Mm-hmm.
Or Fruit Loops.
Huh.
Ooh.
That's kind of nice. It's almost like a light berry.
That's pleasant. That's there's no grab to it. I'm not getting a heat to it.
Yeah.
No grab.
It's probably similar in proof to B would be my guess.
I would almost say it might be. This might like B tasted like under 100. This tastes like right there. Maybe. I could totally wrong. I don't know. I could probably get down with you on that berry.
It's not a cherry. I mean, it's a really light. It's not grape.
That's yeah, that's I like that. That's pleasant. That's
almost like a blueberry or a blackberry.
That's a pretty good. I mean, that's going to be a contender with A.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
For
yeah.
you?
Yeah, I think because I mean, it's just a very pleasant drink.
Mm-hmm.
Not a ton going on.
Yeah, it's just
but
not super complicated.
It's got something there that's just like I could keep going back to that.
That's true.
So I think that could probably be dangerous. That could probably sneak up on you.
Oh, totally.
It
makes me wonder, something like A in a cocktail, but C would be something you would want to have just plain. Try putting C in a cocktail, I think it'd get lost.
Yeah.
And I was trying to remember when we first recorded session 2 and it didn't take, you were telling me about one of your liquor stores and you were telling them about the weeded lineup.
Oh.
And they were saying, they would pick.
That was over at
70th and.
No, that was Rural Inn.
Rural Inn. Okay.
I was talking with Vince and Ray about this weeded lineup we were doing, and they're like, "Oh, you need to put a Rebel in there," because I bet you would probably pick the Rebel over the 107.
Weller, yeah.
The Weller 107. And it was funny because round 2, the first time we did round 2 before that didn't record, we ended up picking the Rebel. But
was there the 107 wasn't in that lineup?
I don't think 107 was in there.
You know what? I wonder if we should own that challenge and do a face-off with the 107 and the Rebel.
And they were saying also, the Rebel's 120. And
so
the Weller's 107.
The proofs are too different. I think.
But a lot of people are saying that the Bardstown is going to be a big contender versus that, and I think the Bardstown's 110 maybe.
Let's see. I'm actually really excited to try this one. It's 106.
Okay, so 107, 106.
Mm-hmm.
So
that'd be an easy lineup. The proofs would be the same.
And then I think because Vince and I were talking about it as well prior to that last conversation, and he was saying he would like to see He would like to see a lineup with Bardstown, Weller, 107 Antique, Old Squatty Bottle, 107.
Oh,
The one we've got up there that we still have a little bit left. That's our first bottle of Weller.
really?
Yeah.
Did they change the recipes?
The old label. He feels like that one's better than this.
Ooh, now that sounds like a fun challenge.
So I was like, that would be kind of interesting to just line those two up. And
see
then,
if we could taste the difference. Yeah.
But that one's been open for so long, and now it's,
you know what?
I don't know. But he also said that he wouldn't mind throwing in the Castle and Key Wheated.
We don't have the Castle and Key.
We don't have a Castle and Key. I kind of refuse to buy the Castle and Key right now, just because we've tried several of them, and it's just,
we need to not give up on it. I don't know about buying a bottle. We need to try pour first.
yeah. It's just we've not gotten down with it. All right, we're D'ing it.
I'm moving on to D. I'm a little underwhelmed. I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Sorry, we kind of went off on a.
Yeah, I got you off on a tangent, didn't I?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Squirrel. I am not enjoying this.
That reminds me of B.
I think this is worse.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It reminds me a little bit of soap. And I got some of that on the nose.
I get water. I get watery, but a little bit of flavor. That's not bad. D, watery. Not bad. It's very close. Sorry, that's very close with B. In my mind.
Well, feel free to leave a comment if there's something you would like to see lined up, because we're always taking suggestions.
Yeah.
Or we could do this all day, every day.
I'd like to.
Yeah. I like E's, baking spice on the nose. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that finish too.
Huh.
I feel like D is almost like A, only maybe a tiny bit lower proof. It's not as grabby in the middle. It's got a little stronger oak finish, but this is nice.
Yeah.
I feel like it's well balanced.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it's very similar to A. I think I know what this is.
You do? You want to take a guess? What do you think this is? Well, let me try a second sip before you tell me.
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna write it down and then I'll disclose it later. Can I see your pen, please?
No.
I'm sorry. I don't want to get up. I think that's rude. I'm very sorry. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you.
I'm really liking this.
Better than A?
I don't know. I'm going to go back to A here in a second. What's your top contender?
Oh my gosh. So E's good. So I think A, C, and E are very good.
Yeah. It's that caramel. It's very caramel forward. And I like the heat in the middle. And it has that oak on the back end. And then it's just a nice, sweet finish. We don't have our first, second, third.
Yeah, we don't have a coin.
Porter, start taking this out of your allowance.
I don't even know where they are. See this? This A mellowed out for me.
Well, I think you adjusted your palate.
Yeah, I don't get that bite. It's still it's not as pronounced caramel as it was in the beginning, but it's still there. It's good.
Yeah, I'm really liking A. I'm excited to see what A is.
I'm going to do them all.
Are you?
Yeah, I got to.
Good for you. I know.
Now, see, B is more oaky now.
Is it?
A lot more oak.
Hmm.
Where I didn't get that much oak on the first time.
Really?
I got watery.
Yeah.
With some of that flavor. I don't get the flavor that I was getting at first. I'm wondering if I was getting the afterburn.
Yeah, from A. And it was masking everything else.
But yeah, now it's like I'm going with you on the soaked oak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have wondered if E isn't that larceny, to be honest. What were your thoughts? You gonna tell me?
Nope.
So I'm picking up the Redwood Empire. Would you take me out to see the Redwoods if we can go, if I promise you that we'll go see the distillery?
Oh my gosh.
Where is this?
I don't know.
California. I'm dreaming of a vacation in California. Distilled in California, Indiana, Kentucky. 3 states.
Oh, so it's their
Wow.
blend? It's a
Apparently,
blend, so
bottled by
MGP.
Redwood Empire
So it's MGP.
in Grattan, California.
Where Grattan is. Excuse me.
I don't know where Grattan is either.
Never
I
heard
have
of
to look
that.
that up.
Wonder if that's where fires were at all.
Oh, I hope not. Trees for the future. Oh no, this label's really cool.
They're very cool. D is... C is still good. Not as good as A. D's actually not too bad, actually. I don't think it's bad at all. It's mellow, but it's not like the oaky that I get from B. It's just a very mellow...
You know, I think sometimes for me, the floral, I'm not really into floral bourbons, with the exception of the one that our friend Glenn again brought up from French Lick that tasted like the flower. I wanted to
Morning
wear
Glory.
the perfume. That was so good. But other than that, in any floral bourbon, I'm just not real super. It's just not me. It's just my jam. And I have a feeling that's what this is going to be, heavy floral. I get like a soapy note out of it, and it's just not right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say A. I'm gonna go A and E, and then C's very close behind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, A for me is top notch.
D is close to C. I mean, it's not as flavor profile, but it's an easy drink. B is off the chart. Just not. It's too much oak for me.
Yeah.
It might be your guys' jam if you like oak. So, yeah. So it was brought to my attention. I'm gonna go off on another tangent.
Oh boy.
So I apologize. Some people might be doing a dry January, and you know what? Good for you.
Good for you guys. Yeah.
It's not my thing, and it was brought to my attention last night that maybe I'm not as, what's the word?
Supportive?
Supportive. Thank you.
It's
So
not about being supportive. It's sometimes the people that you love, you open up and you try to have a good time and you tease. But sometimes that teasing kind of crosses that line.
So
And
I'm
people
gonna,
will put up a wall.
yeah, I'm gonna apologize, and I'm gonna try to be more open. And if it's not my thing, you know what? It's your thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And
Mm-hmm.
hey, if you guys are doing a dry January, good for you. Good luck on that journey. You're almost there. Past the halfway.
Through,
Past
halfway. Yeah,
past the halfway mark. So,
Which doesn't mean go balls to the wall in February. However, we commend you and we support you. Keep watching our videos and we'll give you the best of the best to
Please do.
try when you are done with dry
yeah,
January.
come February. So, yeah. Sorry, that was my.
I like it. Well done, sir.
All right. Do you have any guesses on what this is?
I mean, other than maybe the larceny is E, I'm wondering if the A is that Weller foolproof. I wonder if he ended up pulling that bottle. That would be my only 2 guesses. But to be honest, I'm at a little bit of a loss anywhere else.
So I think A is Weller foolproof,
Do you really?
and I think E is Weller 107.
Ooh, okay.
Those are my thoughts.
Okay.
I think those are the only 2 I guessed on what they were. So
Let's see. Let's go down. Can we go down the line like?
Oh my gosh.
A to E?
We're totally wrong.
Of course.
All right. So
Here we go. No laughing.
I should have nodded.
You pointed and you laughed.
Why? Why do I guess? Because I never get it right. A. Heaven Hill grain to glass.
No way. We actually. So
We didn't like it at
we
first,
did
and
not
then we
like
really
it
liked
first,
it.
and then well, clearly we've really liked it.
121.
3/4 of the bottle is gone.
121.
Now I guessed a 115 proof, so I was close on that. Hold on. Hold on.
Yes, I knew it.
What?
Sorry, I didn't know it because I didn't guess this. But B, I knew I didn't like this bottle. Willet Pot Still. It's a cool bottle.
It is.
I bought it for the bottle, but I do not like the
Proof
juice.
on that?
94 proof. Oh
Yeah,
my
we had
gosh.
90 proof on that.
Here you go.
Okay.
C. 107.
Weller 107. Okay, well.
Wow.
Fruity
D.
nose, berry taste, sugar on the finish, but was light and not super complicated. But it was those are 90 proof.
No, Weller 107. It's 107 proof.
107. Okay. Well, I had guessed around 100
Oh my
proof.
gosh,
So.
this is a buffalo blind pretty much.
Okay.
D. Kosher. The kosher wheat, 94 proof.
It's Buffalo Trace, right?
Buffalo Trace. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? E. Foolproof. Weller foolproof. Are you serious?
What's the proof on that?
Well, I think 114. I think.
Really?
Oh, and this is a single barrel store pick from Beverage Barn in Henderson, 114 proof.
114. Well, so I had that as my second pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that Heaven Hill Grain Glass is my top.
Yeah.
And I'm shocked that we really did this bottle improved the longer it was open.
Yeah, it's gotten really,
it really
good.
opened up and you could really taste those notes.
But that is the hottest thing we had. It started
Hot and then we went down.
Burnt our taste buds right off at the beginning. Golly.
Well, I will have to say that this third run was much more pleasant than the second.
It was. This was really good except for B, which is Willet, and well, sorry, Willet. Yeah,
this was fun. I really think we should maybe retry the Rebel back in another lineup, but that's just me. We'll see.
I wonder if we should do the Rebel with the 107 and the Foolproof together.
That'd be a good idea.
And just maybe make it even and do 4 and put something else. Maybe the Bardstown or
something.
Or
I'm
the Heaven
actually
Hill.
stupid excited to try this. We're gonna have to pour something because I could totally tell it wasn't in the lineup because the bottle is not any different.
Well, I guess that's gonna be in the next lineup.
It's got to be because it's our last lineup.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's what. Yeah, we have one more to go.
Yeah.
So.
And then the final round.
So yeah, that's gonna be
Excited. I'm excited.
I'm trying to think of what we've got left, and I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting. Hey, what's your thoughts on this lineup?
This Heaven Hill Grain and Glass has got a lot of hype. So if you've tried it and you liked it, leave us a comment.
Yes, please let us know if you've tried it. We've tried them all now. Excuse me. I think that one was by far our favorite.
But it took us.
Well, maybe we should go back. Maybe we should go back and maybe we should do all 3 of them again.
We have a backup bottle, don't we?
We have a backup bottle of that, yes. I bought it before we even tried it, and I was like, God, I hope we like it. And I was like, well, I'm sure we could find someone that would want to take it off our hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we were at the distillery, they had a ton of them.
So I'm trying to guess, what haven't we tried? We haven't tried this.
Bernheim.
Bardstown. This hasn't been in the lineup.
The Larceny. We've got the Middle West.
And the Weller Foolproof.
No, Weller Foolproof.
Oh, that was on E. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the West Fork.
West Fork. Weeded. Store pick.
It's a nice color. It's pretty.
It is a nice color.
Let me get out there again.
Yeah, so let us know your thoughts on this lineup. If you've tried them, what your thoughts, if we chose poorly, if you think. Everyone's got their own flavor profile, but that's the beauty of doing it blind. I mean, honestly, I would say if we were not blinding it, that Weller Foolproof probably would have gone just because
It's a Weller Foolproof.
it was so good the night we tried it.
You know what? I wonder if our friend has a grain to glass bottle. Not, we need to get him a little. And let him blind it.
Hey,
See what he thinks.
Glenn, do you have a grain of glass bottle?
Just text him.
Just tell him there.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe he'll catch it. Sorry.
as a test. Are you watching our channel?
Are you watching? I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
Golly.
Okay. Anyways, reeling it in. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Catch you next time.
Sip responsible, guys. Oh my God.
Bye-bye. You're such a butthead. Wow.